Yo, what's good, y'all, man? We got World War Hulk, Major Update Hulk, and Namor Universal Rights Explained. I saw that I was going on Twitter, and it was like MCU Direct. So they y'all be on the money with what's going on and shit. And they said they were trying to do like a standalone Namor and shit, but they can't do it because they signed with Universal Rights. And I'm like, how Namor signed with Universal Rights? I'm like, I thought he was with MCU. Like, what's going on in MCU with all these characters not really their characters and shit? Like, what's going on, man? Yeah, back to what I was saying though, man. But yeah though, man. Why MCU characters don't be like theirs, or some characters be theirs, but they don't. I don't know. It's kind of like on some weird shit. I don't know, man. But anyway, man, we got some updates going on with Universal Rights, and that's why they got Hulk where he at right now, because they can't keep the strong. Well, we got the real Hulk. Well, we got not the real Hulk, but we got like the crazy Hulk in Avengers. Then they switched it around though because the Universal Rights was going on with that shit. But yeah, leave a like to my channel, man. Hit the bell, and yeah, let's see what's going on with the update, man. And yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Like it up, so y'all. Let's get it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. I do apologize if throughout this video my voice is a little erratic. I'm feeling slightly under the weather, but a bombshell revelation broke last night across the industry that perhaps Marvel Studios had not reattained the rights to both Namor and Hulk, making all the rumors of a solo World War Hulk film, or even the possibility of a future solo Namor film, off of the table, as Universal still had those rights regardless of any industry reports over the last 2 or 3 years. We're going to break down exactly where this came from and what this said, how this conflicts with previous reports from the last 2 years that Marvel did get the rights back, and one industry insider that's weighing in with the timetable for when this will actually happen. We're breaking it all down, Namor and the Hulk rights still over at Universal. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report like we're covering today, and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway, which we are right around the corner from. Again, if you want to be entered to win, just be a sub, leave a comment on this video, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so in case you haven't kept up with channels like mine over the last 2 or 3 years, it was reported nearly 3 years ago, all the way starting back in February of 2020, that Marvel Studios had reclaimed the rights for both Hulk and Namor movies so that they could go ahead and make their own films. Up until then, and maybe even till now,
so they did though back then.
In today's report, Universal is actually the movie studio that owns the rights to both those characters in the exact same way that Sony owns the right to Spider-Man, making the ability for Marvel Studios to make a solo Hulk or Namor film impossible. Also important to note that in the following years between 2020 and where we are now, that report became increasingly more ubiquitous, meaning coming from more and more sources, seemingly corroborated by the time we get to Wakanda Forever's release of Namor in Wakanda Forever's film, without any mention of Universal or rights borrowing from any of the high-ups over at Marvel Studios. Well, as breaking last night from the Wrap and re-reported by The Direct, quote, a recent report from the
Veteran move number 11. Always have a plan.
There you go.
Nice apron.
Thank
Wrap revealed that last night from the Wrap and re-reported by The Direct, quote, a recent report from the Wrap revealed that Universal still holds the rights to both Hulk and Namor, placing limitations on their use in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The outlet added a comment from Marvel Studios producer Nate Moore, who revealed the character has to be borrowed for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, just like Hulk has been.
So he basically borrowed, like, oh yeah, that's like, okay, so Namor got to be in some type of team movie, kind of like Black Panther. Not gonna say team movie, but he it ain't his own movie, but he part of Black Panther. Kind of like Hulk, he part of Avengers and other movies he been on. So yeah, to whatever day that they released the goddamn characters. I don't know when, but yeah, type shit. But yeah.
So basically, it was the release of Wakanda Forever that prompted one of the higher-up Marvel brasses to even bring up the sharing agreement and confirm that whatever rights they had over at Universal, they still do. So as they do, this report broke last night, and between last night and this morning was reposted in a ton of places. But one industry insider who's been rather dormant as of late, in My Time to Shine Hello, reposted one of these articles and said yes, but only for the next 2 years, directly implying that Marvel Studios may not have the solo rights for Namor and Hulk just yet, but they will by 2025.
Yeah, I heard about that, 2025. So that's when they both free. Well, we see, but yeah.
In one of the direct articles, they went on to mention, quote, that earlier in the year, an SEC, that's the Security and Exchange Commission filing, was uncovered from the original Marvel Universal deal that indicated the initial term of the contract may just be 15 years. Granted, this may not be certain, but there's every chance that the distribution for the Hulk and Namor rights may bounce back to Disney and Marvel Studios as soon as June 2023. So while it's unclear whether or not that detail is correct from the SEC filing, or when and if that 15-year term even applies, taken in concert with what My Time to Shine Hello is saying on Twitter, it seems like over the next 24 months, so between now and 2025, Marvel Studios will finally get those rights back, allowing them to make a solo Namor film, more importantly, a solo Hulk film. And that's where you take into account all of the rumors starting in last November, again coming from multiple sources across the industry, that Marvel Studios would finally look to right the ship in the direction they took the Hulk character and eventually give us a World War Hulk project. Now, could Marvel Studios still make World War...
Oh shit, my bad, yeah.
And eventually give us a World War Hulk project. Now, could Marvel Studios still make World War Hulk if they don't get the rights back from Universal? Absolutely they could. But the problem would be is they wouldn't be able to distribute it. They would have to do that in a co-deal with Universal in the same way Marvel worked in a co-deal with Sony. And they're
so they gotta make an agreement, kind of like Sony shit. Oh, okay.
They're certainly
if they
not going to want
know.
to do that. Now, it seems like there is some goodwill on both sides if Marvel was able to include Namor in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. You have to imagine there's some communication there.
Yeah, they gotta do a lot of talk to get him in that motherfucker.
Also, there being a limited term on how long a studio house would hold the rights to a character is no different than Sony. They've got to make a Spider-Man movie something like every 2 years. And the same went for Fox when they had the X-Men. They had to keep making those movies or eventually you don't get to keep the rights anymore. It seems like this may be a little different in that there was an initial term when the rights were signed for those characters. Again, Marvel Studios now might be in the earliest parts of pre-development about a World War Hulk project. But when we heard earlier in the year that when Marvel bought Fox, they inherited all of their contractual obligations, holding them back from recasting any of the X-Men or using them until those contractual obligations were up in Phase 7. That seems like the exact same scenario here, that Marvel Studios may be looking to do a World War Hulk project and may even be in the earliest parts of pre-development, but won't be able to finally go ahead, make it, and distribute it on their own as a solo Marvel Studios project until they get the rights back. And according to these reports, we could be 2 or so years off of that. Now, that does not derail the World War Hulk storyline at all. And as far as I'm concerned, because we still have Mark Ruffalo showing up in various iterations of the Hulk, there's still plenty of story to be told and plenty of time between now and then to go ahead and build out the Hulk towards that storyline. But for a lot of us industry insiders who were sort of hoping we may see World War Hulk sooner than later, or for any rumors or reports that said that World War Hulk might even be a 4-part miniseries on Disney Plus, a 2-part movie, it would be a major crossover and, quote, lead into Secret Wars. I think the chance we see a World War Hulk project on any level or a solo Hulk project before the end of the multiverse saga is extremely, extremely limited. That's okay, because Hugh Jackman's Wolverine will soon be in the MCU with a real opportunity to cross Wolverine over with the Hulk, and as long as he's not Professor Hulk, making it back to one of the Savage iterations.
Yeah, people like that Savage Hulk. They like that, hey, you feel me? They like that, hey. You know what I mean? They don't like, I mean, I like both. But what somebody asked me, do you, who you prefer? Shit, I prefer the Savage Hulk myself. I ain't gonna lie. I like both. I like the Smart Hulk, but I like the. If you ask me, I prefer the. You feel me? You know what I mean? He breaks everything. You know what I mean? That type of Hulk. A Savage Hulk. That's why I prefer, no cap.
I will certainly Hulk, and as long as he's not Professor Hulk, making it back to one of the Savage iterations, I will certainly be okay with that as a traitor until and when we can get a solo Hulk World War Hulk project. But guys, let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. What project you're most hyped for out of either of these characters? Do you think we need a solo Namor film? I
don't think so, but I mean, but I heard a lot of people like Namor on Black. I ain't watched Black Panther yet, so don't spoil it for me. But I heard a lot of people like Namor character, so if you do, then hey. But I don't, I ain't see it yet, so I gotta see it to understand what's fuck going on with Namor. But Hulk, yeah, we do need a Hulk solo movie. We ain't had that for a minute, since 2000 something. So we do need a Hulk movie.
Kevin Feige on the red carpet for Black Panther Wakanda Forever was asked lightly if there would ever be a solo Namor film, and he sort of half-jokingly said, well, let's see how this does. But again, I don't think we need that character with his own solo project in the MCU. Hey, but what do I know? You guys let me know all your thoughts down in the comments as you always do. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we're still giving away.
But yeah though, man, like it up, sub, man. Let me know what y'all think on the update, man, on the universal rights on Namor and Hulk. Let me know in the comment down below. Like it up, sub, and yeah, all right, peace.